this.
Okay, so I'm just gonna fucking...
Are we still
revert the changes you were
then?
making with vigorous enthusiasm.
Wait, so what level would he be like now at the beginning then? Just
Should still be at level 3.
Alright.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Welcome back to Unlucky Rolls. I am Trisky, the guy who runs the channel for some reason. And joining me are my compatriots in this journey. Our GM Wagyu, our human nerd, Ken, and our ghoul park ranger, Fluff. My brain is frying. For a brief summary of what happened last time, something we stole Brotherhood of Steel Humvee, basically. And finally arrived in civilization. Yeah. We got out prison, stole a Brotherhood of Steel's Humvee, scraped off the logo, but it's still pretty obvious that's Brotherhood of Steel if you look hard enough. And got out to Portland, which used to be Portland IRL, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I think we confirmed that, and I was the only one who had caught on to it beforehand, and I was surprised that I was the one that got it.
Y'all need more geography lessons.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've known this ever since.
Ken, you went to the same high school as me. Did you not? Did you have Mr. Lishka?
I never actually had Mr. Lishka.
He forced us to learn the capitals of every single one of the states in the USA at some point. I barely remember any of it. I was the only one who got 100 at the time.
Everyone was telling me it was really epic, so I regret not having him.
Yeah.
Well, viewers, you just unlocked some new lore about the people on this channel. Congratulations.
He's retired. You won't find him anyway.
Everyone ready to begin?
Mass, people. Stop.
Let's begin. The interesting thing about the Columbia River, once you get out of the city outskirts, is how green it is. There are two states of being along this river: farmland and land that's been overtaken by forests. Doesn't matter if it used to be farmland that went fallow or the remnants of an abandoned town. The forest is taking where it's not been maintained. It's beautifully nice and green though, and you can see a lovely view along this stretch of road, which is maintained, it seems, by Portland. You can see some city municipal workers cleaning up even all the way out here as you trundle along the Columbia River.
Pendleton and Brandon's Pendleton and Jen might notice that Brandon's a little more active on this trip, just switching from side to side as time goes on, really taking in the sights. Might have for kind of time, but here, so it might be more than just Anubis he lit up this morning. He pretty enthusiastic about all this green.
Yeah, this is a completely different biome from along the Snake River, which does have irrigation and farming, but not at this scale, and not so many trees. Quite simply, this, if civilization is ever going to rebuild, these are the kind of places where it would bounce back beautifully. Judging by the burgers you ate, it seems it did.
Good old meat on bread days.
You guys want?
No.
You guys want to stop and scavenge a bit along here?
Why not?
Yeah.
I think we would do every now and then.
Okay. Alright, roll luck. No modifier.
Should each of us roll, or just one?
Yes. Each of you.
Four minus 3.
Let's see, and in total, Jen is the only one to succeed. Pendleton wants to stop at one point and look at what might have used to have been an old strip mall. You're all looking through when somebody walks in, this old bearded white guy, gray hair fully now. Hey, what are y'all doing here? Yeah, it is. I own the deed to this land. It's from the Portland City Council. He reaches into his breast pocket and just whips out a paper.
Alright, what did I find, by the way?
This is what happened when Pendleton wanted to scavenge somewhere.
Oh. Did we kind of spread out to scavenge, I'm assuming?
These are 3 different instances of stopping.
Oh, gotcha.
Nevertheless, looking at the deed, it seems legit.
I would like to examine it with my sensors from a distance without approaching.
Go ahead. Roll
That
perception.
would be... Alright.
No modifier.
Alright. That looks like...
Yeah, you can't tell at all if it's legit or not.
I have 1 perception. I'm surprised I rolled that well.
How's that?
Oh, let's see. That passes, and quite frankly, this is typed. He's got a signature on it. On it, the lettering stipulates who's the owner of certain regions. This does actually seem legit.
Yeah, seems legit. Sorry, sir. We were just passing by on a city council business. We'll get out of your hair.
All right, just get going. I really don't like having to chase people off.
You won't.
The engine starts revving.
You just get a piece of paper for just a piece of land. Was it
yeah,
not a pre-war thing? Whispers to Jen.
it is a thing, and it's something that happened pre-war a lot. Although I know that's a bit of a stupid concept now that I'm. It's a stupid concept, but it works.
Huh. Is why people blew each other up. Alright.
Alright. Kind of hops in the car.
It's
Rub, rub.
another hour before you spot something else that seems a little more abandoned, going by the trees growing through it. So you guys stop at this strip mall. Unfortunately, everything is gone here, except for one store, which has a bunch of hall tapes that are clearly rusted and ruined by the elements and no longer usable. That being said, you can still make out the titles, and they're not something I can safely say on the internet.
Oh. Wow. Well, it's not like we could have used them anyways. She kind of tosses one.
Bradoon sees some some not entirely burnt out, cool outfits at the Goop.
That being said, as Jen looks around, she finds a single holotape that looks like it could still function. Again, I can't repeat the title, but it does have fitting tags for her.
But you made a specialized smut tape for my character.
Not specialized. She just found something that catches her interests and still works.
That's my 4 luck. Okay then.
It's worth 50 tabs if you want to sell it.
I'm probably gonna do that, considering both of the computer, anything that we have to put this on and watch is at least somewhat sentient. So I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna put in holotape in quotation. No problem. I'm only keeping it because it looks a little bit valuable. How much does it weigh?
Oh, it's just weighs 1.
1? That's a pretty heavy holotape. It's a pound.
In fairness, in fairness, it looks like one of those things where it's please insert tape 2.
Fair enough. Alright, so it's worth 50 caps. Got it.
Y'all keep on driving. You just keep following the river. Every now and then you spot farmland with people working on it. There's even a few people that have roadside stands set up. Want any fresh fruits or vegetables?
Once we find some place that's willing to buy stuff, I'm good with this.
My friend looks back and forth, just will my stomach handle this?
That's a good question, honestly.
I mean, I'm open to try if no one expects me to no it's supposed to be all hands on deck while I have a moment. Well, I just meant shitting my guts out, but yeah, maybe that too.
I mean, you've got.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, totally. Yeah, probably.
So
but I mean, I don't want to take out a store too. If guys think we'll go out, we'll go out. But it'd be cool to try some stuff. Seems a lot of pre-war. Is it pre-war? I'll leave you guys to judge, but a lot of cool stuff as far as I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, if you're up for some fresh fruit, you can go for it, man. I think you've got the tabs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want some, you can go ahead and pay for it. We're not going to stop you.
Oh yeah, it's good. I don't want everything blast down at the other end. And,
you actually spot a stand with where two people pulled over in a car are discussing. The interesting thing is, this car is next to a bridge over the river.
Huh. You get from leader from Gunplace?
It's just off the main road, but this bridge looks like it was pre-war, but a good chunk of all the upper supports have fallen off. Still, however, it's usable to cross the Columbia River if you want to.
Okay.
You mentioned two people there in a car pulled over stopping?
Yeah, a car. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I changed the player. I changed the view, so you should be able to see.
I have my sheet up.
Yeah, and you can see two people that got out of the car. They're basically discussing with the lady in front of this produce stand.
I mean, Bran, if you want some, we can wait in line.
All right.
Smart move.
All right, you think you kind of gesture to them and their car. Where do you suppose these guys are from?
No idea.
Well, I guess we'll wait here. Wait our turn. I'll come see what's up.
Yeah.
Sir Pendleton starts floating up to them and says,
At this point, the two soldier-looking fellows turn to look at Sir Pendleton, along with the lady running the stand. It's late morning right now. The soldiers turn to look at Pendleton. Nah, we're not. Actually here to secure a supply deal. You call it a supply deal? I call it extortion. Lady, this ain't extortion. Do you see us threatening you? Come on.
What's the situation exactly?
Oh, it's a simple situation, really. We want to make a mass deal regarding food supplies. Oh, I should probably introduce myself. John Jacobson, Brotherhood Scribe.
Huh? Nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, bulk purchase, exactly. I do. The problem is, I won't be able to sell anything else long term, and I get plenty of people coming by. Yes, exactly. I can make the same amount of money selling to them, but then I won't be able to give anything for anyone else until the next harvest comes in. Roll charm, minus 25.
all right.
Nice.
You pass. Fine, I guess I can do that. John just looks at Pendleton. Well, it's something. We'll come back to discuss this later, though, miss, okay? Fine, just... Here, pull your car up and I'll start loading. The other scribe gets into the car, and you hear it turn on. Sure enough, it just pulls up a bit. Oh?
Oh, hey, yeah. Hey. I was looking to buy some stuff.
She just puts up her glasses, smiling. No need to be shy.
Hey!
I mean, I just don't know this. Sure. Yeah, I don't know local stuff, you know?
Ah, of course. Well, we've got a few apples here, a few pears. I've got some various berries. Come on.
Yeah, I'll get like an apple or two. So they're a good amount of apples to get. I'll get some apples.
Yes. This was actually just harvested a few days ago, in fact. Can't get any fresher than if you helped with the harvest. Though that being said, if you're looking for work...
I mean, guys, we're kind of on a job now.
Do you remember what their pay was? Tell you what, stay the rest of the day and help me harvest some stuff, and I'll give you all 15 tabs for your trouble, including you, Sir Pendleton.
Now, see, that's some respect.
No problem. There's a good spot across the river I could recommend.
Alrighty.
So, what are you two's names again?
Oh, Brandoon the Brink. And,
Jen O'Connor.
Yeah.
Jen. Help these scribes pack up their stuff. I got some other business to attend to.
No problem.
Again, only bring it down to half levels.
You got it.
And with that, she just walks into her brick house, which has been well maintained, but obviously showing its age.
All right, I would like to make it a very notable thing that while they are distracted doing the food lifting into the car and aren't really looking, I'm going to drive past them to whatever spot she mentioned to avoid them seeing that this is probably a Brotherhood car.
Roll computer science to make sure you drive casually. No modifier, though.
I believe I do fine with a 58.
Yeah, you do. It's no problem just
yeah.
driving across.
Something that we need to make a habit of saying out loud our rolls, just in case people just want to listen to this audioly. That charm test skill, if in case you couldn't pick up on it, was a 69.
Nice.
Nice. Alright. So I'm assuming me and Brandoon are just gonna be packing, like, these in half portions into the...
Yeah,
car,
into
like,
their trunk.
Into their trunk, yeah.
Yeah, luckily they brought their own sacks.
Good.
So, what brings you out to Poorland? And Cascadia, for that matter.
Diplomatic business.
Yeah.
Same thing technically on my end. Though I'd say the work we're doing here is a bit more urgent, but I can't really discuss more. Not allowed to.
Neither can we.
Well, to diplomacy then. May it not turn to aggressive negotiations.
Oh boy.
It's a few more minutes, and then you all... And then their trunk is filled. Alright, thanks.
No problem.
If you need a place to park your Vic for the night, stop by Checkpoint Alpha. We're just down the road.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Immediately discarded information.
No, immediately put information, considering we have to drive past that.
Immediately discarding the part about actually parking there. At least.
Yep, there we go. That definitely.
Sure enough, they all just turn around and drive off.
Okay, they're
off into
driving.
the distance.
They're driving that way, so we already passed them. Good.
No, they're actually driving the way you're going.
Oh,
so we passed over the bridge to get here?
No, it's more that the main road's just off to the side. It's the equivalent of getting off the highway, because you saw a cool sign.
So we're on like an exit or something. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. But since there's barely any traffic, you can easily just go the opposite direction, not have to worry about the proper way.
Yeah, you might want to avoid it. But for now, we've got some work to do.
Alright. She comes out. Oh, I don't believe I've introduced myself. I'm sorry. Lily Rainier. Pleased to meet you too.
Nice to meet you as well, Lily.
Alright, come on out back.
All right.
At this point, you can see there's a bunch of stuff being grown here. Most interesting is fields of wheat, But there's also some apple trees as well, and some other fruit. And some berry bushes. There's plenty here to do. So much, in fact, I'm not going to bore anyone listening by describing it. We'll just get to the end of the day.
All right.
It's just going to get lost in a haze of sudden gardening knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Pendleton is just doing it all. He's just like,
while they are working, Jen is going to be like commenting on an earlier thing. I thought you said you hated your earlier masters.
So your personality's pre-war then? I have to ask. I have to ask then. Back then, was it better?
Depends on where you were.
I guess I should ask if here was better then.
Here? Jen O'Connor says, from what I learned about this place, and especially for people like me, this place was a bit better than most.
People like you? I didn't think ghouls existed before the war.
No, honey. I mean, I don't swing straight.
Oh.
That was a bit of an issue pre-war. It was a hot topic to say that we even had rights.
Oh,
but
well,
it's common knowledge. That's one thing I can say that improved somewhat.
Personally, I don't care. Just don't come on to me.
Oh, don't worry. You don't need to worry about that.
Do I want to ask?
Probably not.
There's a continuity nod if anyone missed the last episode.
Yeah, as she's kind of chilling, she's like, so, tell me a little bit about your your first master, Pendleton. What was he like? Sounds nice. Would have loved to meet the guy. All right.
Was it all like this? So green?
From what I understood, this place used to be green. When the Great War happened, something called nuclear winter killed a lot of plant life, but it's been so long ago that things have kind of cleaned up now.
Huh.
Something about plenty of rain giving an extra opportunity for bounce back. From my understanding, that's why everything to the east of the Cascades is a lot drier.
Yeah.
Rain doesn't get past the mountains. Which is fine by me, I never want to go there.
It's not for everyone.
No offense to you three, of course. I'm sure where you've been has plenty of lovely places.
Yeah, you know, it's ups and downs.
It's a bit late. I've got some spare stuff. Folks and siblings are away in Portland on business, so if you want to stay for dinner, you're welcome to.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We might take it.
First, though, I do think I owe you all something. Add 15 tabs to Jen, 15 tabs to Bran, and 20 tabs to Sir Pendleton.
So sweet. I love her so much.
It's awesome.
Do you know how hard it is to climb up those trees? You saved me a lot of trouble there, Sir Pendleton. Alright, come on in, sit around.
Sir Pendleton just sort of cuts his floating for a moment and rests in some form of place. He's probably not sitting on a chair because being a robot, he's too heavy and he'd break it.
Here. Let me just get some drinks out. Here. She ends up pouring a glass of something of what feels like flat soda, and then she heads upstairs. Alright, I'll be back in a bit.
Sure thing.
No problem.
Soda, huh? Been a while. Even if it's flat, it's still pretty good.
Out of character, would Bran have run into Nuka-Cola or something similar before?
You've heard of it, and when you go up to visit the bands up north, they do have some. This isn't Nuka-Cola, though.
Alright, he'd still be inspecting it, but be very visibly, pretty thrilled.
Alright. She definitely starts drinking it.
Oh, is Bran drinking any too?
Yeah, once Jen starts drinking it, he'd start, he'd almost kind of almost swish it around, like something fancy, take a couple sips.
Jen, Bran, roll endurance -3.
Oh boy.
Come on, this shit again. -3. I have 3 endurance!
Oh, shoot. In that case, I guess you're down.
Down?
And same.
The fuck do you mean down?
I mean, you all just fell unconscious.
God damn it. I thought we met a good person.
It's another 10 minutes before Lily comes back down and sees Sir Pendleton still up. Oh, right. The robot. It was. But since you're still up and are probably capable of killing me, I'll just help you drag him back to the Humvee. That's a shame. Bran there seemed quite the snack in more ways than one. She smiles.
I was out of character.
Who?
That was a joke. Fucking the New Vegas cannibals.
I know who you're talking about.
A couple of weeks ago, I felt tempted to. There was a bodies exhibit in in the Luxor. I felt tempted to just put some in the group chat as found a White Glove Society, but I felt it would be kind of not respectful.
Lovely. Yeah, so Sir Pendleton is going to do his best to pick them both up and drag them out with his thrusters going on full blast to actually make the movement.
Mm-hmm. You keep going.
Pendleton keeps a sensor on her as he leaves.
As you leave the house, she clearly just stays sitting there next to the terminal.
Well, that was quite an endeavor. Across the bridge we go.
Once you guys are partway across the bridge, she gets out. For what it's worth, I didn't mean to eat you people.
Didn't mean you fucking drugged us. What the fuck do you mean you didn't mean to?
Yeah, and thus you all get back into the Humvee and rush off.
And yeah, we drive off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take sort of a back route to avoid this so-called place that they mentioned.
All right, you got two options then. Do you want to just cross the bridge and go circuitously around via Washington, or go back to Portland and go further south?
Are we at the updated position where we're supposed to be? Oh yeah, this is Portland up here. This is near where we're going.
Yeah, basically you're supposed to be going to the X and then head to U field and then go back up to Portland. They want you to check out the coast. This isn't the only way to the coast.
Yeah. Well, we could head out west along this, couldn't we?
If you keep going directly west, you could. But remember, that was the default route you were going, and that was the way those Brotherhood scribes went.
Oh, that was where they were going. Well, can we take, like, this alt route here?
Yeah, you can just go back to Portland and then go another way.
Well, wasn't... Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wait, why the hell did we go north? Okay,
You were following the Columbia River out to the
how good does this vehicle seem off-road?
It's a Humvee.
Okay. We're going a bit off-road, so we're going to go the direction that they went while you guys are unconscious, but I'm going to make it a point to not follow the traditional route as best I can.
coast. Yeah, just going parallel. That's
yes,
fair.
just about.
You keep following Columbia, constantly having to slow down and weed through the trees. It's not until morning that Jed and Bran wake up.
Fuck what?
What?
I should know better to take gifts from strangers.
Wait, what?
I-
We,
Don't tell them. Don't.
Whoa. Oh, that sucks.
Trust me when I say that if we're talking about the same tribes, they definitely do not. They have a very strict thing about that.
None of mine were people either.
It's all right, Pendleton. It kind of makes me a little uncomfortable that she's still out there drugging people and probably cutting them up, but I'm not about to complain. Fair enough. Leaving her alive, but let's mark her location on our map. Report. Yes, report her once we get back to Portland.
Yeah, anyway, did we lose a day? Anyway ahead and, we got to the sea. Anything that doesn't let us blasted by big light weapons or eaten by friendly farmer ladies is good with me.
Really? A skull with red eyes? This is true. Now, as the voice in your head, I command you to start singing a certain Rick Astley song.
No.
It was worth a shot. We've known each other for so long.
You doing okay there, Pendleton? You all right?
As you pull over on a hillside in the forest, that's when you spot it.
Spot it?
Yes. You see a bunch of slabs of gray concrete, a gravel path going down to some ships docked in the Columbia River. Though this is at the point where arguably it's right on the edge and in the bay. Jen has binoculars. Jen has binoculars, I believe.
I do. Yes.
You want to take a look through them?
Sure. They give me what is it?
They give you this
protection, or in this case, it would be observation.
Yeah. They also give you this.
Oh, I thought I was going to need to roll something.
But this is basically what you can see. Yes, I planned this part a bit. Various people are out there. You see some Humvees parked. You even spot the car from yesterday further in the distance. Plenty of people patrolling.
Try and avoid that if we can.
Now, if you want to roll observation to see if you can spot any patrols, you are welcome to.
You got it. And with my binoculars out, that gives me a plus 15.
All right, but minus 25 modifier total because, again, where there's no maintenance work, it gets overgrown with trees.
All right, so originally it was minus 35. Now it's a minus 25.
No, it's minus... No.
Grand total minus 25.
No, not grand total minus 25. It's minus 25, but the plus 15 turns
Oh, yeah,
into
so minus 10. All right, I thought you were saying grand total. Yeah, minus 10.
Okay. All right, let's do this. 43.
In the meanwhile, just in the background, I would like to try and tune into any local radio stations and just whir through them real quick in my head, but go ahead and say what Jen does first.
Nah, I can handle the radios first. This is Expedition Delta. Coming into port. Requesting docking space. Delta, this is Choke Point Alpha. You are welcome. Any news from Lost Hills? Hills, Delta? Negative. It's the same old crap. We'll make things right when we return, Delta. Over and out. Shh.
Make things right. Do I spot any?
I relay all of what I heard to them. So, what do we see?
There are a few patrols, some in cars, some in Humvees. You actually do see a small little tugboat, also patrolling the river entrance.
So, do I find a space where we can pass through without detection?
you can either take 2 extra days to go around it, or you can just roll, or you can roll computer science to see if you can smoothly drive past.
So I have a 66 in computer science for reference. Would there be
Yes.
any modifier?
Minus 25.
All right, so it's a little bit less than a 50-50 chance in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get a map of Portland?
You got a map of Oregon and a map of Washington while you were in the city.
All right, so we
So
don't
you
have...
do have a map of the roads, but how good they are is another matter entirely.
Oh, I'm not thinking about roads. I'm trying to find a mechanic.
Oh, a mechanic shop?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, there is some interesting news there. The first being that I actually put this token one space off I'd intended it to be. Oops. There we go. That fixed now? No,
I can't see anything particularly new. Can you shift click to where it is?
All I did
Shifted.
was move it. All I did is it was just
Oh,
move the
this
token
is
one off.
further over there. It wasn't here. Got it.
Yeah.
What's the news on the mechanic front?
There is a mechanic marked. The thing is, Choke Point Alpha is built over the remnants of a bit of 2 notable port towns, Warrenton and Astoria. You might be able to find a mechanic shop in Astoria, but maybe they patrol there. That being said, the bridges to Astoria have closed out, and you'll kind of have to go a ways, spend 6 hours just going around everything.
And what about, do we have any idea of any back in Portland City itself?
You're sure they're there, but they're gonna cost.
I have a weird proposal that could
yes.
backfire, but with Grandoon's blacksmith, even though he's not so familiar with vehicles, would you be able to use that somewhat to maybe kind of look around, see the parts, the general structure, and see what could be patched up where?
What I would like, and what I'm going for, just to get you guys on the same boat, so to speak, as me, haha. Paint vehicle. If we can maybe find some way to make a paint out of natural stuff in the area, we could just paint it now, mayhaps? And I have 100 engineering, so...
I have 100 survival.
What if made cool tribal logo as sort of like metal beast off of other structures and just put it over where the Brotherhood of Steel logo was?
I mean, we need to paint it in some capacity, whether it's just the logo or the entire thing. The entire thing would be a bit more thorough of a job, but we need to do it. So I would say, maybe can we have Jen check the local area to see if she can find any plants that she knows can be used as natural ingredients for, like, paint?
She can roll survival, but it's gonna be a minus 50 modifier because this is way out of her wheelhouse.
Okay, minus 50. So this is a 50-50 shot. Habusi. Damn it! So close!
Nice.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you can't tell of any plants that can be used as paint. That being said, the pre-war map you recovered does say that there's also mechanic shops in the town of Warrenton. But that place is also patrolled by the Brotherhood, clearly. You could go in on foot to try and scavenge something.
Where on the Humvee are the steel logos? Are they on like
On the doors?
Yeah, they're on each of the
we
side
all
doors.
or the front view?
Grind them off? Didn't we grind them off? Like
You did grind them off, but it's still pretty obvious.
Mm.
Okay, so...
What if... Oh, no, go.
Alright, so scavenging by hand, on foot. She would be willing to do that, but that would mean that we should probably have at least one possibly people to die. Jen is fine going on her own. If anyone wants to come, she's not going to stop them, but she would prefer to go on her own.
Yeah, probably. And also, hey, I like this idea here, but if it doesn't work out, if we get like a lid of, one of those old cans of like junk and stuff, and I don't know, maybe some metal stuff, I could probably put like, I don't know, an old like, maybe put together an old totem or something, could, put them over where the symbols were. I don't know if it'd fool them, but, we could try to play it like we're our own guys,
That could work, but it would work even better with some paint, is the only thing.
Yeah.
Bring that idea down, that's a good idea, and we should do it. But getting some paint would really help as well. I'm gonna see if I... Alright, if I don't come back in, what would it be? 12 hours, something like that, just assume I'm dead and keep going. And just take the 2 days to get around, alright? Alright. Alright, so she's going to attempt to go in on foot and find some paint.
Is she now?
She is.
Alright then.
You see, Wagyu is the master of saying things in just the right way to put us on edge.
Fuck it.
That I am.
He knows
And
what
wouldn't
she's
you
doing.
love to know my secrets?
Nah, that's half the fun.
Yeah, what's the fun if we know your secret?
Alright, let's kill the music while I put up the next track.
Oh, and she is leaving Roxanne with them, and with the instructions of, if she doesn't come back, you guys take care of Roxanne.
Nice.
Just let her sleep casually in the back seat.
Unfortunately, Roxanne's a snorer.
That doesn't bother me.
Alright, I'm gonna need a sneak roll from Jen.
Oh boy. That's something I didn't put anything into. So this is probably gonna be real bad. This is less than a 1/4 chance. Any modifiers?
Because I'm feeling guilty about this, yes.
Okay.
Minus 10.
Minus 10. Minus 10. Got it. So, even less than that.
You have any vault points?
Yeah, I have one. All
I mean,
right.
you could use it to give the plus 10 to the check to cancel out the thing, but...
I think I'm gonna do that.
Or you could use it as a reroll in case this fails.
At that point, using that reroll would be nigh on pointless.
Alright. Go ahead and use it. You've now get
It's a flat
20%
roll now.
chance.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that.
You're walking, and then you hear stomping, and sure enough, turning around the corner are some folks in some pretty hefty power armor. Hey, who goes there?
Hey folks, how you doing? Just gonna try and play it off. Just gonna try and play it off.
Is she?
Hopefully. Hey, I heard there was a town up north. Was looking to get some supplies. Is that all right?
Get out of here, zombie.
Oh, come on. What's going on?
We don't let your kind near Brotherhood operations. Now, get out, or we'll make you.
He kind of looks away. Which way is out, exactly?
Do I have to point it out to you literally?
A little bit, yeah.
At this point, the knight actually points with his free hand back the way you came.
Alrighty then. I guess I'll be going.
The other knight speaks up at this point. Why are you here anyway?
Like I said, looking for supplies. Heard there was a great scavenging point a little bit down this ways.
What supplies?
I heard there was some old abandoned mechanics shop. I heard they're worth a good few tabs.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
Take us to it.
Oh, I don't exactly know where. I was kind of coming out here to look for it, but okay, I guess.
You go first.
I feel like this is some of mice and men shit right here.
You can just hear the sigh come through their helmets. But nevertheless, all of you together continue the search. It's only about 20 minutes before you find the mechanic's shop. All the power armor troops walk in.
Oh. So this wasn't abandoned. Guess my intel is wrong. Probably some fucking
It's
asshole.
not in use.
Oh.
But there is something in here we could make use of. You can take what you want after we get what we want. Got it?
Oh, so you want me to help scavenge? Alright.
You already have. Now just stand there and don't do anything.
Okay.
By the time they're done and they come out and you come in, you realize they took pretty much everything of value except for some minor metal sheets and paint.
All I needed. And she kind of is like, alright, am I good now?
Alright, you're good. Get what you need and then get out of our zone of operations.
You got it. She takes the metal sheets and paint and she's like, alright, I'll be taking these. Should be worth a good few caps. Or tabs. Alright, I'm going.
Fuck off, zombie.
Yeah. I'm going.
In the back of my head from, like, numerous, like, feet away, it's just like, you don't look too pretty yourself. Despite not being able to see the motherfucker in his power armor. That's all I'm thinking. Yeah, successful.
Alright, so she comes back and she says, I've got even better news. Not only do I have paint, I also have sheets of metal, so we can kind of plate over it a little bit, make it look like a different model of vehicle.
Oh, make it look like
nice.
some rudimentary armor plates, as if we have a scavenged vehicle. That would be much... My voice shut up.
Like
Yeah.
a
And
big old metal conglomerate. Yeah.
I learned something new about this place. I'm gonna have to hide in the trunk because they apparently don't let me because they apparently don't like ghouls.
Oh, no.
I would also suggest that Bran at least sits in the driver's seat, if that's possible. Good.
Does this mean Sir Pendleton is driving like the British way? Wait, when did this become an... So, on this episode of Top Gear, I'm gonna need Brandoon to roll some blacksmithing to get these plates fitted. Yes. -10 modifier, this is easy enough to do for the blacksmithing. For engineering, it's a -25.
Yeah, I almost got a nat 100. You rolled two
Let's
checks,
see,
so
that
the first one is fine.
I rolled before you
passed.
mentioned the -10, so I did it again.
Oh,
I think you actually did a -20.
And that passed anyway, so it works with flying colors. It's evening by the time you're done, but you've got this thing looking slightly different, and now I'm gonna need to source another Humvee for it. Still though, nice job. Good teamwork, folks. Really.
Yep. And, all right. Sounds good. I'll be in the... I guess I'm assuming there's a trunk. Or maybe a back seat's a bit more appropriate in case they try and check the trunk.
There is a trunk and there is a back seat.
All right. I'll hide in the back seat. Yeah. All right. Put them up against both windows on both sides to make it look more. Yeah, looks a little bit more natural-ish. All right. So I'm going in the back seat and I'm hiding down in there.
Hey, so that's kind of more inwardly and outwardly our own thing. We want to give our own name for what this is. You guys saying it's like a Humvee or yeah. Its own thing, its own story. We don't tell the full truth of those stories because then those guys might get mad and
We came from Portland. We found this hunk of junk lying on the side of the street, decided to give it a little bit of a fix-up, and went on our way.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to call it? Like the Flying Thieves Bucket or something? I mean, I like the Flying Thieves Bucket. I don't know about you guys. Piss Portland?
Or
He's just writing it down. He's just writing it down vigorously. The piss.
What do you think? Bran, rust bucket work?
Yeah, sure. Like a big bucket, it's got some rust. Be the rust bucket.
Sounds good. Now I'm going to be completely silent back here.
All right. Kind of like freaks out a minute, jerking it, but then just kind of like kind of practices, kind of a slow.
Out of character, I've completely disabled the ability for the actual wheel to affect the driving and the
Of
actual
course.
pedals.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't like slam down the gas, but he's just kind of like joking around, and it's probably for the best that you hijack that.
Sir
seat.
Pendleton reasonably doesn't trust a tribal to be able to drive an automobile.
More than fair.
Well, that's just prejudiced.
Yes, it is prejudice, but at least I'm not being blunt to his face about it, and it's not a big problem anyway.
I think you're missing your voice again.
I know, that was all out of character. That's fine.
All right.
He hooks in the radio system that was playing the patrol stuff earlier and keeps it on a similar wavelength just in case we come across anything new on the way out, because we're trying to keep clear of these guys.
Every now and then you hear a patrol radio in and back, but eventually it fades as you get far away. And eventually, as you crest over a last hill, you know what you see? The Pacific
What?
Ocean.
Ah, such great!
That is
You can,
a lot of water.
Despite the clear blue sky, the sea actually looks sickly green.
Blessed Brahmin, holy, wow. Yeah. Just a lot of water. Are there still, I assume, like, tides and stuff still come in? If we get close to the coast, you can see, like, waves crashing.
I would assume the moon would still have an effect on the tides, yes?
It does, yes.
We didn't
true.
nuke the moon in Fallout,
As far as we know.
as far as we
Yeah,
know.
I was never too sure.
We didn't nuke the moon enough for it to matter in Fallout, at least.
All right. So, question: are we out of Brotherhood territory now, or are we still deep in it?
Well, at this point, you're probably not seeing any more patrols. You do see some boats traveling and ships traveling along, like once every 6 hours. However, but at this point, the road is clear and well kept, and you see a lot of fishing communities as well. People live out here, and they are getting food. Yet again, another place that's alive.
That does remind me. Have we been keeping track of our food per day?
It's been 3 days since we started this. It's been 3 days since you left Poorland. So go ahead and check.
All right. I've got 6 things of bottled water.
I have 10 dried meat on me, and it's been 3 days. You guys consume about 3 per day?
3
But we
per day.
also had the apples.
Yes. The fruit you bought does count as a day's worth.
So
We should
about
probably eat that
6.
first, since it's going to start rotting.
Yeah, you would eat that first. I'm going to subtract 6 then for the 2 days.
Mhm.
All right. So
Obviously, I don't contribute at all to that because robot.
And the boiled water would be 3 per day, I'm assuming.
Yes. 2 for
Alright.
Randoon, 1 for Jen.
So we've got 6. We've got 6 boiled waters. So we're gonna get rid of all of that, and I'm assuming at some point we're gonna have to go. Oh, and we've got 1 purified water, if that matters at all.
What it does mean is that you're going to have to pull over at a fishing town.
Yeah, I think so. So let's get rid of.
I mean, isn't that part of the job? We're supposed to check stuff along the coast anyway, so...
Yes, you're supposed to be checking this stuff out. This is literally what you were hired to do.
All right.
Was it literally just to check in on them, or was it to, like, collect taxes? I forget.
Check in on them. They're not trusting you with taxes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, but I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything beyond that we had to acquire while we were here. We just had to report back that they're not dead.
All right.
You're fairly certain the dog can't handle the weight of the Humvee, so you pull over and start walking along it, and there's a few fishermen that pulled up in their boats at this time of day. None of them say anything. A crusty old sailor turns to look at Pendleton, and he just gives the look of that immediately screams, "Not right now."
Pendleton quiets down and just listens. Is there a conversation or anything going on?
No, everyone's just working in silence.
Yeah, we probably don't want to scare away the fish. Let's see if there's some sort of shop here or something.
Pendleton just quickly asks, "Where do I go to not be in your hair?"
One of the fishermen just points a weathered finger back to the cluster of buildings off the dock.
Let's go there.
And scurries off.
Sure enough, there are a few wooden buildings, mixture of pre-war maintained and newly built construction. But they've all got simple names: shop, inn, dinner, and also mares. It's worth noting that the inn actually looks better set up than the mayor's office, which is a small, squat building. It's a post-war construction.
Don't forget that we've also got if we can sell this tape here, that would be helpful to get some tabs, and we do need some water.
Could do that. What you guys need? We all need.
Yeah, we do need water. Is the kind of the highest priority. However, since we're, except for one bottle of purified water, we're completely out. All right, and here's this. It kind of passes over the tape. This should be worth 50 tabs.
All right. Cool.
All right. We'll go handle stuff with Mayor. You just pick up supplies for us, will you?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back.
Sir Pendleton is going to inform him of a way that he's made it so that he can open up the door. That isn't common knowledge, basically an exception for a key that we don't have. Obviously, he's gonna have to put shit somewhere.
Of course. Let's get brand dudes out of the way. There's an overweight, balding fellow working at the store. This place does have some makeshift lights set up and what looks like an energy cell-powered fan just blowing his face. He's just casually sitting there watching something on a small-ish television.
Hey, good morning, afternoon. How's it going?
He just turns away. Evening. You selling anything?
Yeah. Got anything you can play? Got anything you can play on stuff like this? Whips out Jen's tape.
He blinks, and then he looks at the television, which I should mention has a built-in holotape player. Wait, that's... How much to rent that for a night?
Wait, what?
Rent, you know. I give you some tabs. I hold on. I get to use it for the night. You get it back in the morning.
Oh, whoa. I mean, well, don't think we're just gonna sell it out, you know?
Sell? Well, how much you selling it for?
Maybe about 75 tabs.
I was hoping you would do this.
No, 25.
25? Nah. It's pretty good condition. I don't think you're gonna find this many places at all.
Definitely not. But it's embarrassing to ask for caravans to order this stuff from Portland, so... How about 30?
I think a bit more than embarrassing. I mean, you know, you're gonna... You know, if someone happens to spy, like, you know, your mom, your sister, what are you gonna tell them? Your, old female friend from the shop down the street, come on, you know you don't get this around here very often.
50. Take it or leave it.
Okay, but you gotta like flip this over. See how few scratches this have? You know, an occasional dust storm or ratomantis, or even just like a naughty rat-addled child. Come on, this is like vintage, beyond vintage.
50. Would you like to roll charisma to see if you can go higher?
Yes.
Go ahead. No modifier. And the answer is... 5. Fine, 60, but no more, please.
Enjoy, my friend.
You just made 60 tabs off of selling corn.
Yeah, baby.
That sounded so wrong. Never say it like that again.
Feels good.
And so thinking like, is it worth my dignity? Because that was 60 tabs right there.
Welcome, stranger.
Now, what are you buying? No, seriously,
selling?
what's Brand June buying?
Oh, well, no, that's out of the way. My friends and I are one fan and I, the other rest doesn't really need it. Could use some water, preferably all the local, usual nasty stuff.
They do offer purified water at the base price.
Alright.
Got
And-
to pull that up in the book.
And some, like, travel food, if possible.
All right,
They do have some dried fruits.
Dry fruits, that works. A little bit preserved.
all right, some dried fruit, some water. How many did we set out with from the last place out of character?
Well, I don't remember exactly, but you're using 3 water per day.
Trip's about 3 days, right? Or is it something?
It expected you back in a week. It's been 3 days already.
Alright, so it's probably going to be another 4.
Well, Portland won't complain if you get back early.
This is true. But we should prepare for worst case scenario.
I mean, we've
Hope for
already
that-
had to, like, scour across and, like, parallel to the road and avoid the Brotherhood, so...
Yeah. So, yeah.
What
So,
about 6 then?
Well, while you guys are figuring that out, why don't we swap over to focus the mayor, and we can do some of that in the Discord in the background.
That is fair. That is fair. Brands player, I leave you to look up the costs.
oh, I've got.
The bear is an older sea dog with an appropriate cap. He's got some post-war clothing sewn together when he sees you two walk in. Oh, evening. Who might you be? Nothing much has happened, but well, I'd be doing a disservice to my people if I didn't say this. I'm sure you know about. So those Brotherhood of Steel folks. One of them eventually stopped one of my people's fishing trawlers. Kind of. Anyone who passes by via boat does it. The issue is, well, he was paid for it, but they took his boat. Yeah, honestly, I'd be willing to fully put ourselves under Portland's thumb if it could end our troubles. But Brotherhood's there too, so it's not like it would work. If you want to help patch up any holes, you're welcome to. Can't offer you anything, but appreciate it nevertheless. All right then, roll engineering modifier -50. What? Engineering -50.
Oh my goodness, I am a dumbass.
You're not. Just spacing out.
Can I be heard now? Yeah, I've been fucking up a little bit. Apparently I was silent on the stream, which doesn't help very much. I'm gonna have to edit that back in.
Oh, well.
But I should be good now. I have turned off push to talk for the moment.
Unlucky Rolls humbly apologizes for this display of unprofessionalism.
Yeah, and by unlucky rolls, he means me. Which I do. But we'll figure something out. In the meanwhile, basically we're trying to do this engineering check to see if we can help out with some of their, local stuff. So
engineering -50.
Tab.
And that answer is...
Ooh, barely bad. So I didn't mess up catastrophically, but I didn't do as good a job
it
as
just
I
wasn't much of a help, but doesn't really get you any benefit. Well, it wasn't much, but thanks anyways, Mr. Handy.
Apologies that I couldn't do much better than this, but I will bring along your message to them and see if we can get something arranged.
Will do. Thank you. Tell you what, since you did try a bit, you're welcome to get a night at the inn for free, no problem.
Oh, that would be quite nice for my compatriots. I, per se, do not need sleep.
well, I can tell you we certainly appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, least I can do. Strangers come into town, be helpful. It's not like I'm gonna backstab you and drug you or something.
Oh, yes, that totally would not happen.
I touched a nerve there, didn't I? My apologies.
A little bit. A little bit.
We'll just say we had an encounter of that sort, a couple of days ago, and we'll not go into further detail.
I fucking am. Here's the location of the bitch.
Oh, yes, stay clear of the cannibal.
Yeah,
Cannibal?
we
Wait,
put her.
wait, on this side of the Cascades? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Take a look. We point them out to the location on the map.
She isn't necessarily the brightest, considering she drugged both of my compatriots, knocked them completely unconscious, and forgot that I was a robot and don't drink.
That's pretty dumb.
Yes, it's quite dumb.
Well, frankly, since I get the feeling you're going to be telling Portland City Council about it, hopefully I can hear the details.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure you were aware of it in case any of your traders decide to go that way.
Yes,
Yeah, thanks. We
she
might
tries
go.
to run what seems to be a proper business and does proper farming at her location. She sold some stuff to some Brotherhood of Steel folks. We negotiated a bit on her behalf, and she paid us for our work on the farm, and then proceeded to drug these two, and I had to drag them away, so that was about the end of it.
Well, thanks for the warning. People do take their boats down to poor land to sell off the catches, so it's a good warning.
Oh, yes.
Well, if you pardon me, I've got dinner with my kids tonight.
I wish them well, on my behalf. And with that, we shall be off to meet with our other friend who is doing some business at the local store.
Alright. Y'all take care.
As the kids say, peace.
Peace out.
Alright.
As you meet up with Brandoon, presumably he's got the supplies, and of course, he's lacking a certain holotape.
How much you
yeah,
get?
One thing I wanted to get though with the market, so altogether you would have gone for the water, but he would have also asked if they've come across a certain beverage by the name of some call it knockout juice.
Oh, you mean wake-up juice. They've never heard of it.
Ah, shit. Alright, on to them dried fruits then. And yeah, that's that.
Oh yeah, Bran's addicted.
Oh, hello, Brandoon. Hello, shopkeep.
The shopkeep is just reading the description on the back of the holotape case.
Ah, it appears we have found someone to procure it to.
Yeah. It kind of leans in. Hey, Bran, how much you get for it?
Oh, like 60.
He kind of gives him a slap on. She gives him a slap on the shoulder. Attaboy. All right.
What was it?
We were just checking up.
You do not need to know.
Don't worry about it. Just know that he's going to be a happy customer, and we've got a free night at the end, thanks to some business we did with the mayor.
Oh, nice.
So, should probably head in for the night. It's been a long week so far. So, yeah, we should head in for the night. Kind of get rested up. Get ready for tomorrow.
Makes sense. It'll be alright. Can come with food. Do they have some snack on? We can serve our own things.
Yeah. She's kind of
Time at the end.
I'm still sad we didn't. I know she was trying to eat us, but I'm still sad that we didn't get free dinner.
Just be
Yeah,
happy that you
blows.
weren't free dinner.
Fair enough. Actually, it would have been
Yeah,
free
maybe
dinner for her because she probably would have taken
She would have paid you, then eaten you, then taken her money back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck. Wait, does this inn like accept pets as well?
Yeah, they accept Roxanne, no problem.
Okay, good.
And it's only 5 tabs to give her leftovers, leftovers that people won't eat anymore, but she'll happily eat.
Okay, fair enough. I'll pay that 5 tabs out of pocket to make sure my dog's happy.
Roxanne is very happy. Though you can tell that the janitor won't be. Who's also the proprietor. Who's also the cook.
Ah.
Well, if he's selling it to us in the first place, he's still making a profit out of it.
Yes.
Alright.
It costs about 10 tabs to get the house stew.
Oh, didn't the mayor said we were getting a free night?
A free night to sleep, not to eat.
Yeah, they don't do the usual
right.
inn thing.
Alright, yeah, 10 tabs each. Alright, let me...
have you guys been holding your own tabs, or have you been, like, going all in brand new?
I was holding my own tabs for the payment that we just got, but with that 10 tabs, I'm gonna be out.
Sir Pendleton puts down the 20 tabs for it from his pay earlier, considering we're sort of like communally keeping ourselves together, just so I don't have to track tabs myself.
Alright, that's fair. And and you know what? The fish soup is plenty tasty. Even if the fish seem a little bulbous.
Wait, so am I paying the 10?
I am paying for both of you. You're paying for Roxanne. That's it.
Okay. Oh, hold on one sec. But yeah.
As compatriot deals with their food and everything in the background, I would like to discuss with the shop owner some things.
Such as?
So, we have a couple of questions, or I do, rather. Would you be willing to hear me out?
He just remains silent.
First question, are you a mute?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I wouldn't want to be rude. Second question, how have things, other than from what I have heard of them purchasing one of the local boats, have there been any other disturbances from the Brotherhood of Steel, as they're called?
The route chases off fish sometimes, but we've adapted.
So, still working very well on your own to get your certain number of fish. You just need an additional boat. Sadly, my attempts to patch up one of the derelict ones did not go too well. I apologize, but we are going to bring that...
My son said it was a pain in the ass for you to try.
Oh, yes. But we will bring back knowledge of this to the Town Council of Portland and see if we can get something arranged. Last question. Do you happen to know of any robotics engineers along this coastline that might have some discount materials?
Yeah, no. You'd have to check in Ufield or Portland. Do you ever shut up?
Excuse me, sir. That is quite rude. We are paying customers.
Fair point. Just let me drink in peace.
Well, excuse me. Sir Pendleton floats away a little bit.
Moving on to the next day, it's the same story with every village you check out. Constantly, things are totally fine. The Brotherhood sometimes annoy us. That being said, it's around noon when you get to the point where you're supposed to turn around in the last village.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. You're at the last
This
village
would be
now.
the last village that we are supposed to check along the coastline as marked by the secretary.
All right. Let's go in and check.
It's the same story. Buildings built just off the beach, a dock that really can't take much weight on it.
Yep. We'll go into the buildings off the beach and try and find where the mayor's is.
You don't have to look far because because this time the mayor's office looks the best here.
This one might be a bit arrogant.
It's a woman inside. Oh, who might you be?
Hello, we are here from some business from Portland to do a bit of a survey, you might say. Would you happen to be the mayor?
Yes, and whatever the business is, the same answer applies. Either Ufield gets with the program, or we never will.
Excuse me, that is not what we're here for, but what are you talking about?
You haven't heard of the town inland along the Willamette River? Ufield?
No, we have not been there. We're straight from Portland along the coast.
Oh, interesting route. Is it true that the Brotherhood of Steel set up a fort there?
Oh yes, it's quite annoying. It's up at the mouth of some inlet in the water that leads into Portland.
Well, isn't that annoying? Now we can't even go to Portland without having to deal with them annoying crap pieces of. But no, Ufield is another town. They run a water purification plant. A lot of us get our clean water from there when the rain doesn't suffice.
Ah yes, and I gather the coastal water would be more than a chore to de-irradiate and desalt.
Oh, you have no idea. Aside from that it also controls the farmland along the Willamette River, so they do have some clouts. Portland's hoping to get them under their administration, but and they try to recruit to bring us under their thumb first in order to convince them. But I say no. They get Ufield first, or they don't get us at all.
Was Ufield the last place out of character? Was Ufield the last place that we just visited?
No,
I'm assuming it's this
was
place marked on the map right here, just to the
yes,
right of where we
exactly.
All right.
So it's like right here.
Okay. She would mention. Oh yes, if going up through those farms up there, there is one farm we would suggest you to steer clear of. Run by a cannibal, apparently. Tried to eat us.
Yeah. Check this
West of the
spot and steer
Cascades?
clear.
That doesn't make any sense. West of the Cascades?
She tried to drug my compatriots and eat them and forgot that I don't drink water, so I was able to bring them out safely.
There's
Okay,
something
but-
going on there, I'm telling you. But thanks for the warning anyways.
No
Okay,
problem.
But real quick, you're like the second person you met who said with surprise that west of the Cascades cannibals. Is that a big thing east of the Cascades?
Well, to the south that east of here across the mountains, there are reports of peoples that do commit cannibalism.
Oh, whoa.
Frankly, I would not want to go investigate. But that's why it's so weird. They're not where they usually are. This single lady along the Columbia cannibal, that just feels wrong. So, which is why I think there's something up here.
Yeah,
Maybe
totally.
there is.
That's,
Maybe it just went
that's some
nuts.
stuff. Yeah.
Still, though, hopefully Portland can handle it.
Oh yes, we'll be reporting that along with everything else. On that matter, actually, you sort of jumped the gun and assumed some things. Are there any issues in this area that are pressing that we might want to bring reports back about?
No, nothing nothing worth reporting to Portland.
Yeah, the usual Brotherhood of Steel are annoying every now and then, but you've made do.
Yes. Anyways, if I may recommend you a route.
Oh yes, but before we do,
There's an inland highway going through the forest that will take you to Ufield. From there, you can take its main road from there to Portland.
Excellent, I will mark that. But I have one last question for you, unrelated. Well, partially related, but unrelated. Do you happen to have an additional or excess boat that we might procure and bring along with us, along with some towing mechanism? There was a town up further north that had some issues with the Brotherhood of Steel acquiring one of theirs.
Here, give me the name of the town and the location, and I will reach out to them myself.
Oh yes, it's this one. Just marks the town on the map.
Of course.
Makes a
Thank
mental note not to talk about it to Portland because it's been settled.
All right, thank you. Anything else, or can I get back to work?
No, be my guest.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Ta-ta.
And with that, you're pretty much clear to head back inland to Ufield and then back up to Poorland.
Let's do it, baby.
Do you guys want to check out Ufield first, or just skip it and go right back to Poorland? Because you can get back to Poorland by nightfall if you gun it.
Entirely depends on what Ufield looks like.
The first thing that comes across as you cut through as you finally cut through the forests and see it is that on one hand it's kind of like the Columbia in that there's a lot of farms along the river. This one, the Willamette River. That being said, you can clearly see that the rest of it is a ruin built out of two cities, and that the proper settlement itself is full of scrap and kind of messy. But there are working lights, and you do hear the sounds of radios.
I'll take into a local radio station.
I just want to fly.
Alright, turning that off immediately.
Last thing you need is copyright strike.
Jen is just like, "Aw, I like that song." She kind of like, just kind of like pouting a little bit as she's like, "Okay,
Don't even bother fiddling with the radio in this car.
But Ufield is basically Poorland, but cheaper. Might be worth stopping there. And they might have a robotics facility.
Alright, here's what I recommend. I would very much like a better armament than what I have, considering the threats we have faced thus far. I would like to request approval of our funds so that I might check out this robotics and see if there's anything within our budget to acquire.
What is our budget exactly? I mean, I can sell a few of the things I've been carrying along this way if it means getting you a little bit more safety, but other than that, I don't really have much of an idea of how much we have altogether.
Grand Dune has like a 110 rig pulse still on him after everything.
110? Okay. Worst comes to worst, I've got a flashlight, some binoculars, and a fire starter. I'd rather not get rid of the fire starter. And I've still got the
binoculars either. Those have been useful.
This is true. Flashlight, I'm assuming you have one on you.
I have a flashlight.
Flashlight, we could probably sell that here.
We'll see. We'll see what we have for our budget. I would rather not avoid, or I would rather avoid spending everything we have.
Oh! And she pulls out like a bunch of stuff, like this giant hide from her backpack. I've also got this Yaogwai leather.
I will see if any of the locals might kill this.
I mean, yeah, I skinned it off that giant thing that attacked us. If we need to sell it, we can. I was thinking about if we get enough of it, I can make a coat out of it.
I will see if that winds up being a necessity.
Yeah, if we need to get you a little bit more of an armament, Pendleton, we'll sell it if we need to.
All right, shall we be along then?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Gonna go drive up to whatever robotics store.
Ufield actually has a scrap gate that you just pass through, no problem. It's open at this time of day.
Alrighty.
And it's only a matter of asking for directions, and then you come to Willard's Robots. It's a variety of scrap abominations, but if you wanted to get Lenny his own body aside from the Humvee, you're welcome to get one here.
I'd say we worry about armaments first, then maybe Lenny. But
Apologies,
it's not
Lenny, but we will be prioritizing finding something that might stand even the remotest chance of dealing with power armor should push come to shove.
All right. What's the current weapon that Sir Pendleton is wielding?
I am wielding a recharger laser pistol, so infinite ammo, but probably one of the weakest damage for laser weapons. I'm an energy weapons expert.
Right. You see Willard, an African American male, middle-aged but well fit, just working on constructing everything. All right, this'll be. Oh, customers. What you here for?
Pardon me, sir. We have found us in a bit of a predicament on more than one occasion with local wildlife and things. We would like some decent arms. I am personally preferable towards energy armaments myself, but I would like something that might do a bit better than this.
Oh, so you want something a little bit? I'm gonna need you to come into the shop so I can see what you got.
All right, shall we move along, Jen?
And for what it's worth, you can sell it off and put the funds towards something new you'd like to get. So don't worry about that.
Oh yes.
He goes inside, assuming that
10
Jen and Brad come
minutes
along.
later. Oh, recharge laser pistol. Ooh, I could use that. I'll buy it for full price at 100 tabs. Deal?
Yes, but before that is the case, we need to make sure that we have something to replace it. I am not like
Yes, of course. I've got some options. Watts Laser Series, AEP, AER. But I've been working on something fairly interesting.
Who?
I call it the Stacker. With this, he ends up holding up something that looks like it could fit inside your output section of your robotic tentacle, but it looks like an amalgamation of wires and stuff plugged into some microfusion cells. With this baby, it also charges. That being said, you're able to stack charges together. Doesn't have any ammo cost either. And more interestingly, it actually punches through armor a bit better.
We are looking for some armor piercing.
It's going to. That being said, it's going to cost you 1,000 tabs.
Oh, we do not have that budget. Is there perhaps some deal we can come to?
Alright, what sort of deal are we talking here?
Well, our current budget, if we include the total amount that we would get from the current armament that I have, is 210, which is quite shy of yours. We have a pelt that we might be able to sell for a decent amount, but that will still not cover it. Are there any tasks locally that you might need assistance with?
Tell you what. There's a bit of a problem I have. Tom Rainier.
Oh, another individual. Would this be a hit or something else?
Oh, not a hit. I just want to get my crap back.
Ah, yes, stolen goods.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fairly certain he's still in town, but I haven't said anything, but I figured something a little more subtle would work. And what do you know? Big mean Mr. Handy with a laser. I think that'll help. Probably the ghoul end, whatever your third guy is. Actually, the third guy kind of looks like a pansy.
No need to be rude. Well, one last thing before we agree to this task. Would you mind showing us a brief demonstration of this weapon just to make sure that it doesn't blow up immediately?
Oh, that's no problem. He basically holds a button down, aims at a target in the shop, and then a deep boom hits as a laser blasts off.
Oh, that is quite a shower.
Yeah, I know, but I know what it's worth, so don't go trying, okay?
Oh, yes. I just wanted a demonstration. After all, it does look like a custom job, and we must make sure that it actually functions.
Yes, you should.
You were saying, Jen?
I was saying, I guess we should probably get going. possibly find someone to sell this leather to.
Oh, leather? What sorts?
Yao Guai.
Damn. That's good.
It's a very long story involving a lot of scars that I got.
How much?
Well, I've got 12 pounds on it. What do you think?
Would there be a local leather appraiser?
Yeah, I do know an address. Here, I'll give it to you.
Excellent. Would you also provide me with a description proper for this gentleman that we are looking for?
Oh, Tom Rainier? Yeah, he had a wife, daughter died. He had a wife, died in childbirth with his daughter, Lily. Maybe you could use her name as a way to coax him out.
Kind of stuff.
Do you have a physical description of the gentleman as well, just in case we have to walk by him?
I do, actually. Brown hair, neat spectacles, dressed up in overalls. At least that's how he was dressed when I last saw him.
Any noticeable marks that you happen to recall?
He is missing the thumb on his left hand.
That would be quite a distinguishing mark.
One second.
Yes, fumble about, Jen. Get yourself centered. Alright, so we are looking for a man without a left thumb, presumably with still brown hair, spectacles, and overalls. Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much for the description. That thumb detail was probably the most useful, I would hope. Alright, now, I have this brief idea of the area. Would you give me the directions to the leather place?
And at that, I would assume that we would just get the directions to the leather appraiser guy and head off.
And the leather appraiser is honest. He gives the price just as it says in the book.
What would Yao Guai leather be? Would I find that? Is that like an actual thing?
Leather cost should be in the items guide, I believe.
Leather
under materials.
Material girl.
Yeah, leather. Let's see. Yao Guai hide 5 a pop.
5 a pop. Not as much as I thought it would be.
Life is full of disappointments.
Fair enough.
I mean, we could also see if the leather appraiser knows of a proper tailor that could turn it into some decently strong armor.
I don't think we have enough. We
have 12 pounds.
I know, but I kind of checked the stats. There was something that we could use to make it, but it requires 20 pounds.
All right.
Yeah, it's called an Ursa coat. Needs 20 pounds of leather. Or Yao Guai leather.
Well, since it's pretty cheap, maybe it's just worth saving until you can make the coat and then sell it or wear it.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Well, I guess we'll have to go hunting another Yao Guai at some point, preferably with better armaments.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we all get something to stand on, or, no offense, can we all stay standing up? That was rough.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Somewhere, a cruel god is laughing.
Oh, get out of my head again. I thought I tuned out this station.
No. And, no. And if you don't tune out...
I'm not singing your Rick Astley song. Shut off.
I was gonna ask for Mambo number 5.
No, I won't do your counting, especially because you're being rubbish with me as well. Anywho, enough talking to the voice in my head.
Are you alright, Pendleton? We need to get you to, like, the equivalent of a robot,
trust me, this This is probably just the aftermath of having lived with those raiders for so long.
Yeah, I think that's called internalized trauma. You might need to get that looked at.
Oh, pish posh. Anyway, we are off. We should look for this gentleman.
Where are you gonna? What kind of places are you gonna start looking?
The bar is always the best place to find somebody. The bartender knows everybody in town usually, especially if he's sad about loss.
Quite. If he happened to get drunk one day and go on about how his dead wife passed during child labor, then that would be a pretty good lead.
Yeah, we just need to find a bar, find the local bar, talk to the bartender. He'll probably give us something. We might have to pay some caps, but I'll let you do the talking, Pendleton.
So cool,
My
right?
pleasure.
As you approach the bar, however, that's when someone gets launched out of the door, wearing overalls. And stay out, son of a bitch!
Does he have glasses?
They're broken.
Hey,
Excuse me,
buddy.
sir. Anything going on?
He just looks at you all. What does it look like?
I mean, it looks like you've been thrown out on your ass from a bar.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Real
No, I'm
quick,
just
is he
gonna go
obviously
for-
like wearing
with,
overalls with the hair and stuff?
Yeah, it matches the description perfectly.
Excuse me, sir. We do actually appear to have some business with you.
Don't kill me, please.
No,
Yeah.
no, that we weren't sent on a hit. That would be the last thing I would want to accept. We have been informed that a certain robotics gentleman believes that you have some procured items of his ownership.
Oh, that... Look, he owed me that, and it's gone now. Already sold it.
That would be a problem. Alright, here's how we're going to do this. You are not off the hook, per se. We have a job, and we have something that we're getting out of it that is quite valuable to our survival. As a result, we would kindly ask that you accompany us to where you sold it so that we can discuss things. No, we're not going to kill you before you get panicky again.
No deal. I've had too rough a day. Just give
Do
me
you want me to change my mind on that whole killing thing?
He shudders briefly and faints.
Oh,
Oh, that was pretty
fuck
quick.
off.
Oh, you have a much better chance of this. Would you check his pulse by chance?
Me? Alright,
He's
I'm not...
he's not dead. Just unconscious, clearly.
Why don't we just take him to the robotics guy, see what he does with it. We'll see if that does our job.
That's a good point.
I mean, we can bring
Yeah,
it back.
right.
After all, we were asked to get something from this gentleman, not from whoever he sold it to, so bringing back the information in person might be very well. Alright, lift him into the van. I shall start up the engine.
Alright. Jen kind of hoists him up as best as he can. Up on her shoulder.
Brethren will help what he can.
We'll make it worth his while. We'll give him like a
Willard is
little bit of
fully
water.
pleased, and at a reduced price of 150, you get the shot stacker now. Congratulations. I am going to now paste the values of it.
Well, that was a lot easier than I expected instead of going on some wild goose chase.
Hmm.
We have expected...
Not every quest has to be a sprawling epic.
Yes,
Fair
but
enough.
sorry, the thing you're looking for has been sold to some barter shop is usually the start of an epic. From my experience, Mr. Voice in my head.
Interesting. Anyways, Willard's grateful at a reduced price of 150, you can get the shot stacker.
Excellent. By the way, I do have a compatriot of mine whose holotape and entire personality core is currently inhabiting our vehicle. He would like his own body of a sort. Maybe at some other point we might come back and procure a new robotic body for him.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Mind if I meet the core?
Yes, pardon me a moment.
So Pendleton goes over to the car, turns it on, and cranks up the speakers a little bit. It's not like horribly loud, but it's enough so that he can actually talk.
My friend, he would like to have a word with you.
Hello, can you please get me into an existence with arms?
Yes, he very much would like to be able to work with things again. He was previously a Securitron for a group of raiders that I used to operate with. I don't like raiders.
I'll speak up as the GM and say he was not a Securitron, he was a load lifter bot.
Alright. He was a load lifter bot for a group of raiders that had procured my services for the longest while until I finally broke free.
Oh, congratulations. Well, I can't exactly offer you a brand new load lifter bot body, but I'm sure I could find something.
Trust me, considering the shape of his body before I pulled out his holotape, it was anything will be better than that.
Alright. Well, I can set up something down the line, but it's gonna cost you. And I don't really have any work I can do that's worth it. So, tell you what, come back another time. With the tabs, and we can talk.
Alright, would you give us a quote to look for in the future? A rough estimate, at least a ballpark.
Get yourself 2,000.
Ah, yes, a pretty penny. That would be fine. We will see if we can acquire such, as we are on some form of business. By the way, while we are here, we have heard some things about the local, administration. I would love to hear from one of the locals instead of straight from their mouth. There are some farming towns along the coastline that it appears that this town is attempting to assimilate into its own. Do you have any stake in that?
Not really, but what I can tell you is that if we don't work together, things don't get better. Portland does it, and Ufield will do it. I just not like to be stuck under the chain under a lower link of the chain. You dig?
Ah, yes, you would like your town to be the commanding one. Well, some sort of agreement with Portland to make sort of a unification of local towns would probably be a good idea, but I doubt you would have the local sway for that. Would you support such an endeavor, though?
Frankly, things got desperate enough, yes, but for now, things are okay enough.
I mean, considering the brotherhoods of seal are breathing down everyone's necks, and they've just moved into the open bay that leads into the river going into Portland, that might be...
Look, I've never met one of these Steel Brotherhood folks, but I'll tell you this: if they generally get bad enough, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now,
oh, yes. Just to give you an idea, the average soldier walks around in power armor that would make a Securitron blush.
Nice.
Also, one last thing. We've been warning some folks about this. We are currently on some business from Portland as part of this, and we are going to be reporting it back there, but there appears to be someone that we believe is a cannibal, but everyone else that we've talked to has been surprised at one west of the Cascades. They are at this location. Do you happen to have a map that I could mark this on for you?
Yeah. Wait, Rainier. Tom Rainier. Is the name of this person that's a possible cannibal Lily?
Oh, yes.
That's his daughter.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Should we tell him? I think he's had enough going on in his life. That's
probably, but if she's anything like her old man, she ain't a cannibal. She's just a thief.
Ah, yes, that would explain quite a bit. She must have just done that as a way to get me to fuck off. Alright, shall we, would you like us to bring her back or him to her in some capacity?
You know what?
I have an idea. Yeah, why not? I have an idea. Presumably they own some sort of land?
Yes, she has a nice farm out there.
Hmm.
Actually, when we happened to cross them, the Brotherhood of Seal were trying to buy out her entire stock, and we, on her behalf, negotiated it down to half so she could continue
That's
to sell to
so.
locals.
My brother's been wanting to move north, but he's a farmer. He's sort of a farmer himself. This might work out.
Yes,
See if
they
you can
offered us
See-
jobs and paid us for such, but then they drugged my compatriot, so we could offer him some work there, probably, as she seems like she'll need some help, but warn him against accepting any of her beverages.
Tell you what, bring her down here so we get the whole family together. Hugh Fields can handle it. They get a little. I get a little victory. Get some business for handling this, and my brother gets a place to move into.
Excellent. With that, might we bring at least a discount to the cost of the new body for my compatriot?
Oh, definitely, no doubt about it.
Excellent, excellent. We will do what we can.
All right, well, pleased to meet you all. This is Willard's Robots, and I wish you farewell.
Yes, quite. All right, we shall move along now. Ta-ta!
All right. To Portland. Are we going
Tomorrow, though, because it's too late now.
They probably closed the gates and it's way too dark
Yeah,
out.
they closed the gates, very much so.
And as they're kind of like in the inn or possibly sleeping in the car, she's going to be like, did you believe what he said about the whole not being a cannibal thing?
I mean, I have no reason to doubt his word thus far.
Fair
I
enough.
don't even know. Stuff's wild here, and
So,
Considering
are
everyone
way,
else has
but
been
could be a
quite
bad way.
adamant about it being a surprise to have cannibals west of the Cascades, I believe that would just add more to what we've already accumulated for knowledge.
fair enough. So, are we reporting this to Portland, or are we keeping it secret so they can have some blackmail?
I do believe that we will hold off on this for the moment.
Yeah,
we
the
got
only
enough.
thing I'm worried about is that we literally told everyone else on the coast about it.
Oh yes, all the coastals know. They don't necessarily need to know about it, and after all, they don't have any real reason to tell Poland, considering most of them don't appear to be directly under their thumb, from what I gathered.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we did our job. We got information about the coastal towns. We're not telling them any lies whatsoever. We're giving them exactly what they want, and we're getting what we need. I don't see any problem with it.
Fair enough. And I can't say I really feel bad about blackmailing a cannibal.
I suppose
Alleged.
cannibal.
Cannibal.
Cannibal. Kidnap/drugger. It definitely fits, though.
At the very
Yeah.
least, probably a thief, which is funny considering she paid you in the first place.
Yeah.
Spend money to make money and all that jazz. Anywho, shall we move along?
Yeah, let's get a night's rest and then... we'll get out in the morning. First
I
thing.
will keep watch as usual.
Thank you, Pendleton. You're a lifesaver.
How much time do we have left again?
We only have about 20 minutes. I was actually going to say that this is probably a good ending point.
Well, I was wondering.
We'll start
Okay.
out next session, the morning in Euland after everything is
You feel.
done. You feel.
That being said, this is the end. This is the end of the session, and you know what happens.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all leveled up. We will discuss what you got. We will inform the viewers what these level ups entailed next time.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you very much, everyone, for dropping by to Unlucky Rolls. Pardon the technical difficulties of my voice earlier. And we shall be back with you in 2 weeks' time for another session of Fallout. Now make sure you also drop by tomorrow for our Pathfinder session.
So long, everybody.
Ta-ta!
Bye.